Coming up, we got new music from Bring Me the Horizon, LILHUDDY, and more. And also, MGK and Ronnie Radke each get into some dicey conflicts. Hi, I'm Evan, and I'm here to give you the latest alternative music news. So let's start with singles from last Friday. So first, Chad Tepper teams up with Simple Plan for his new single, I Hate Everybody. The song is upbeat and catchy, but not that pop punk, surprisingly. It's more like acoustic pop with like a little bit of pop punk in there, which I know Simple Plan has done stuff like that in the past. That's not what we think of when we think of Simple Plan, is it? So I just think it was an interesting choice to have them on this particular song when Chad Tepper does have quite a bit of pop punk stuff. But regardless, it's still a fun song. Next is Ohio is for Lovers by Hawthorne Heights and Sick Brain.
Because you kill me. You know you do, you kill me well.
This was bold, very bold. So they did kind of like a modern, slightly electronic remix of the 2000s emo classic Ohio is for Lovers.
Because you kill me. You know you do, you kill me well.
Pretty sure every Hawthorne Heights fan is saying, I like the original better, which fair enough. I mean, I think I do too. But I think it's just cool that they did this. They just tried something different and unique. And I think it's cool to see Sick Brain getting some scene cred here. She's like a new artist who does trap metal and like just various types of alternative rock. Next up, really great song, what's it called? I Don't Love You Like I Want To by This Wildlife featuring someone.
It's okay to feel afraid. It's okay to feel alone.
This is a beautiful acoustic ballad, stunning harmonies, great lyrics. One of my favorites is, it's okay if you feel broken, it's okay I'm fractured too. We'd make a beautiful mosaic with some duct tape and some glue. I feel like that could be art on like a wall or like on Pinterest or something. And then the song builds to a climax that gave me chills. So I really recommend you check this one out. And next we have the long anticipated single Die For You by Bring Me the Horizon. Now, I've already reacted to the song, so if you want to see my freshest thoughts, go check that out. I guess up here. But I have some more thoughts based on what people have been saying. First of all, there have been a ton of Justin Bieber comparisons. I think it's because how he sings in the very first, low-key chorus, which I can kind of see that. But what does irk me is people saying that the song is generic and that they went full pop, which is just plain wrong. What's cool about the song is that they take these, very pop elements and they put it in context of this really intense and edgy song. They're screaming in it, for God's sake.
So pull the trigger.
Now it's fine if you don't like it, but don't kid yourself into thinking that it's just full-on generic pop, because it's not. Alright, last one is Tommy's Face by Your Broken Hero featuring Spencer Chamberlain of Under Oath.
Tommy's face.
So Your Broken Hero is the musical side project of Matt Cutshaw. He's the guy who does Felt Emo Might Delete videos. This song is very fun. It made me laugh. That's kind of like an emo post-hardcore parody. That's actually good. All right, we're gonna be moving on to some albums. Both of them are debut albums. First one is Spirit Box. What's it called? Eternal Blue. This band is an enigma to me because everyone seems to love them. They're getting universal praise, but I cannot get into them for the life of me. I've tried multiple times. I just don't really like their choruses very much. I don't like the overall sound of the song. It's just not that interesting to me. That's not to say they're bad. Obviously, they're doing something right. Now, I checked out at least some of every song on the album. Couldn't make it through all of it. And some of these songs do have their moments that I like. If I had to pick a favorite, probably Constance. But I want to hear from you. If you like Spirit Box, I'm not saying this in a condescending way, but genuinely tell me what it is about them that you like so much, because I would like to understand. And the last album is Teenage Heartbreak by LILHUDDY.
Don't freak out if I'm not okay. Don't freak out if I tell you things. Don't freak out if I leave.
As usual, some of the singles were very, very good, and the album is good, but you know, doesn't quite compare. Like, my favorites are the first two singles you put out, 21st Century Vampire and The Eulogy of You and Me, both bangers. You know, but there are some solid moments on the album. The interlude in particular was actually pretty good. Had one of my favorite moments on the album. And I wish they kind of fleshed that out into a full song. Besides the singles, my favorite was the album closer, How It Ends. Very heartfelt.
Just like a movie, watch every scene, but I ain't like.
Overall, a solid debut album. I think LILHUDDY's going places. Alright, now we got some juicy news stories. First up, Ronnie Radke shuts down Hecklers at a show. So they're two middle-aged men who are wearing like "Fuck Ronnie Radke" t-shirts, and they're up at the front of the crowd, and he sees them. So here's part of that interaction for you.
What's your problem? What's your problem? I don't know who you
Tim McKenty made a great video talking about this. Here's a part that I liked.
My larger point to this is like, I think it's fucked up and it sucks that, you know, being a public figure means that you basically just have to stand up there and take abuse from fucking random strangers on the internet. I mean, I'm not saying let's cry for Ronnie and Andy Biersack and me and everybody else, but why should we let people get away with just being assholes? That's my point.
Which is a great message, something that I need to think about for myself, because I can be a punching bag sometimes. But I think a good takeaway is don't be that guy who just shows up and hates on people. Focus more time on building something you love rather than tearing down something you hate. Speaking of hate, MMA fighter Conor McGregor tries to fight MGK. So they're at the VMAs, a music awards show, and he walks up to the area where Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox are. He slips past the security guards and he tries to take a punch right at his face, almost lands it. And you know he would have done some serious damage to that beautiful bedazzled face. Because I mean, obviously he's a strong guy, that's his job, to beat people up. And after the guards get them away, he does this. So there are lots of rumors about what might have happened. The first one I heard was that he asked MGK for a picture and he said no. I also heard he asked Megan Fox for a picture and MGK said no. I heard that he had DM'd Megan Fox beforehand, or that Machine Gun Kelly actually complimented Conor McGregor and he misinterpreted it as an insult. Or my favorite theory, he mistook Machine Gun Kelly for Jake Paul, and that's why he went after him. But there are all these rumors because none of them will talk. Here are each of their responses.
What happened?
Absolutely nothing. I don't know. I just showed up and I don't know. Just nothing happened with me. I only fight real fighters, people that actually fight. You know what I mean? I certainly don't fight little vanilla white rappers. You know, I don't even know the guy. I don't know anything about him except that he's with Megan Fox.
Someone just told me you had a little scuffle with Conor McGregor on the carpet. What happened?
We're not allowed to.
Okay.
So Conor McGregor, I know that you're homies with your boy Justin Bieber, but what are you doing at a music awards show with a leg injury trying to KO musicians? We know you pack a punch like Donkey Kong, but right now you got a temper and a cane like Cranky Kong, so get some rest. But MGK still had a successful night. He did a pretty cool performance of Paper Cuts, and he even added a rap verse.
I spend a lot of nights thinking I might go to sleep and then never wake up. I spend a lot of money on these therapy sessions even though I'm not showing up.
He also won the award for Best Alternative Song for My Ex's Best Friend with Black Bear. Speaking of performances, Olivia Rodrigo got to perform Good For You. And 21 Pilots performed Saturday. They started out as a dreamy ukulele ballad.
Catch me floating circles in my fishbowl.
But the song picked up, and toward the end of the song, Tyler Joseph decided to make this announcement.
My wife is pregnant with her second child.
So we're gonna end there on a happy note. If you like this news format, please like, comment, subscribe so that I know and I can keep doing this. And I think that's all for today. So long and good night.